Hello and welcome to the Heartbreak Initiative. Shut your tits. Welcome to the Heartbreak Initiative. You're listening to Paul Richard Reid, handsome bastard. Hi. And David Martino Holmes.
Hello.
Still not a lot.
No.
But, you know.
I can't be asked with it now.
Okay. Novelty's worn off.
Yeah. Right. That was a good start, wasn't it?
It was.
When we can do the Heartbreak Initiative. Welcome to the Heartbreak Initiative.
Right, Dave.
Semi-professional podcasters.
Right, I've got some good news for you.
Uh-huh.
iTunes listeners are up this week. And YouTube views are down. So, Dave.
Always the fucking good with the bad.
What are we going to do about this is the question.
I don't know.
And the answer is we need to come up with some ideas. Some ideas of things which are just going to grab those YouTube viewers by the bollocks.
Yeah.
So, let's get into that then.
First of all, do you like my t-shirt? Have you read it?
No, because it seemed like too much work.
It's like an eye test.
Read this whilst I check. Nutty you. Check out your tits.
Hey, novelty t-shirt.
You do like those, don't you?
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it?
It's a nice.
Fits alright.
I was going to say it's a nice fit. So, Dave, have you got any ideas on you know, like just different things we could do?
Well, you asked me to put something together, and I did about 5 minutes ago.
Excellent.
Right, so my first idea is this.
Yeah.
It's called Chick or Dick.
Yeah.
Which basically I show you a series of pictures.
Yeah.
And you've got to decide whether it's a bird
Or
a dude.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And we can put them up to the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like that one?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We could do that. It sounds like it's going to be a one-off.
Yeah, probably. My next one was Mr. and Mrs. with dog food.
I don't understand.
Basically, we do a Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
Ask each other questions.
Yeah.
And if you get one wrong, you have to eat dog food.
I hope it's the hard stuff and not like pedigree chum.
Yeah, it's
You know,
the biscuits.
The biscuits, right? Okay.
It's complete dry food.
Yeah.
You'll be pleased to
Can I
hear.
have some gravy on it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
My final one was called Shock of the Week.
Shock of the week.
Shock of the Week.
Shock of the week.
Like Mock of the Week.
Yeah.
I'll just say something shocking.
Yeah.
And you can say something shocking. I said that they were shit. I never said that these were good.
No, you know, I like some of them.
Chick or Dick?
Chick or Deek.
That could fucking take off.
It could, yeah. I mean, you did come up with Brainbox.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's...
Randomly? Yeah.
So, you know, maybe we should just try those. I've got a couple.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The first one is, to be honest, it's a one-off. But basically, we've always kind of wondered why you weigh so much more than me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we have.
You know, I'm not, you know, it seems to be an awful lot more. We're talking stones.
Yeah.
And
similar build.
Yeah.
What do you weigh?
Oh, do I have to tell people what I weigh?
Yeah, why not?
Man never tells his weight. It's about 11.5 stone.
Yeah, I'm 13.5 stone.
So that's 2 stone more.
Where?
They're on the chair. So the theory that we've kind of always had behind this is that it's because your head is possibly heavier than mine.
Well, it's larger.
It is larger. I have a small head.
Yeah, pinhead.
Yes, and a small mouth.
Yeah.
Which does...
You struggle to get hats to fit your head.
Yes, and glasses. I've just remembered you wearing a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggle with hats and glasses to fit my face.
So what's the idea?
So the idea is that we weigh our heads. Which, you know...
is definitely a one-off, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, how do we do that? Because...
Scales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't be that hard, can it?
Well, you wouldn't have thought so, would you? So you just put your head on the scales. Yeah. So you'd have to lie down
Yeah.
and just put your head back and put them on the scales and see what my head weighs and
Yeah.
what your head weighs.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Right, I'll get the scales then.
Are we doing it now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, fuck.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
We'll dispel this fucking myth.
Just so happens I have a pair of scales through here.
Yeah.
When are we going to do
That wasn't a
this?
fucking plant, was it?
Do you think head up, head towards the camera, or head away from the camera?
Heads
This way?
towards the camera.
Do you think? Do you not think like legs over there is going to be? I don't think it's better there.
Well, we can lie that way and do that way.
Okay.
Oh no, I was thinking the other way.
What way? I just put it there.
Yes, that way, yeah.
So then you put your head on there.
Who's going first?
Right. Well, I don't know how to. If we want to build a lot of tension here, Dave, then we need to think about this. Who would go first? Because I mean, is it going to be
You.
me first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
This is going to be shit. For the iTunes listeners.
No, well, you're going to have to talk them through it, Dave, whilst I get on the scales. Mm-hmm. And we're going to call this Head on the Scales.
Brilliant.
Right, I'm going to do it now.
Okay, get on the table.
Right.
Don't hurt yourself, because I
Need
know
to
that
switch
you're
them
a
on.
very fragile human being.
Are we doing it in stones or kilograms?
Stones.
Yeah.
Why are you shouting?
So that people can hear me.
Nah, don't worry. No one wants to hear you.
Right, and how are you? You're going to have to kind of lean over and see
Oh,
me.
okay,
So
yeah,
I'll
I can do
line
that.
over though, Dave.
Just don't hurt yourself.
Right, you ready for this?
Hold on. I need to switch it on.
It's on, doesn't it?
No, it hasn't.
Does it switch off again?
Right. It says hi.
Yeah.
Right.
Go
I'll
on.
tell you when. Now. 0.94.
0.94.
0.94
Quite like
stones you weigh. Well, your head
it.
weighs.
Head weighs 0.94. Right.
I don't
okay.
think we need to write this shit down.
0.94. Well, that doesn't sound a lot, Dave.
Well, I don't know. It's a fucking stone.
Is it?
A stone, well, practically. Right.
No.
Okay.
Obviously, you've. Yeah, your turn.
My turn.
Your turn, Dave.
It feels weird when you take these things off.
It does, doesn't it?
It's like back in the room.
You're back in the room.
Right.
Right. Oh, I better do this. Right. Hang on.
Okay. Am I in position?
Yeah. So basically, Dave is over the weight scales.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock them on. Don't put your head on it yet, Dave.
No.
Just wait.
Zero it.
It's put right. Okay. Now you can put your head back. What? 0.86.
Yes! How? 0.86?
Right. That's dispelled every theory on that.
Fucking hell. I'm amazed.
I don't get that. I mean, you've got a lot more on your mind than me as well, so you should
Yeah, I know.
should weigh more.
I don't know.
I am kind of got a lot more brains than you, Dave. So
Well,
maybe
possibly.
that's right.
Fucking hell.
That's ridiculous. Unless it's because you've got that big neck and it's just holding your head up. Right.
I wonder
So
if anyone's ever done that on a podcast
right.
before.
So basically,
Probably not. That's a first.
the results of that is no, that's not where the weight is, Dave.
No, I know.
So we're gonna have to, just I don't know. We'll never know. Brilliant.
Well, next week we can do another body part.
Yeah, we can do different body parts every week, can't we?
Legs.
It's gonna be brilliant.
Next
legs.
week, legs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna be heavy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where your weight
Mine
is.
are.
Heavy legs. Do it right. So that's a good one, Dave. We'll wear something else next week. Now I've also another idea that I had was money saving ideas. You know, that'll give something back to the audience where
Yeah, absolutely.
you know they can save money.
I like to save money.
I like to save money too, Dave. You know, I mean, I've got ideas. Noodles, you know, they're cheap if you
Yeah.
want to survive.
7p noodles.
7p noodles. Yeah,
That's just surviving though.
that is just surviving. You know,
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to go back to that, Dave.
No.
Not again. So I was thinking the one person who I know who's always given us money saving advice is Ian.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
We've got a friend called Ian,
Don't even ask for it.
and yeah, he's always coming up with money saving ideas. So
Do you know why? Because he's tight as fuck.
he is, yeah. So we could get him on. Well, we could ring him up,
Yeah.
and get him to give us some money saving ideas. What do you think of that?
You're ringing him now?
I was just looking at what the time was, but yeah, just ring him now. Right.
Yeah, why not?
Hang on a second. It's just
Well, we've never done this. Is it going to work?
I don't know.
Put it on speaker.
Obviously, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Ian. I. No, I've got him under. I won't give his second name. It's Carson.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
No name drops.
Right, let's just start ringing this now. Speaker.
Why am I nervous? I'm nervous. I don't like ringing people.
I wonder will he answer. So, this is bollocks.
Hello?
Ian,
Hello?
it's your mate Paul and Dave.
All right, Paul.
All right,
Yeah.
mate. Mate, we're coming up with some ideas to try and save our drop-in YouTube views at the moment, and we've come up with a great one, and it's money-saving ideas, and because you are always kind of giving us money-saving ideas, we thought we'd do this live on air and just ask you, have you got any?
What, to save some money?
Yes, to save some money.
What, and you thought you'd come and ask me?
Yeah, because basically you were always... Because you're tight, basically. That's what Dave
Yeah?
says. That's what Dave says.
All right. I've got a brilliant one.
Go on, then.
Stop using your phone. Now, fuck off.
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
Right, we'll try that again next week. And
You'll have to have a word with him first.
maybe I'll see... Maybe I'll give him a ring first and make sure. Who else could we ring? No. Let's not
do
start that.
We did that once when we were fucking drunk.
Yeah, we did.
That podcast never
never
got
aired.
aired.
Right. So Dave, have you got a brown box this week?
Yeah.
Yes,
have.
you have.
Yeah.
Because last week you didn't.
No, mate, I couldn't be fucked last week.
I didn't
Couldn't
like
be
that.
arsed.
I didn't like last week's podcast.
Why?
It was just full of letters.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Bloody hell! You nearly blew my lugs off.
Welcome to Dave's Brain Box.
What are you looking at?
Myself in the window. Thinking these glasses are fucking amazing.
I was watching the video back from last week, and then I started to scare myself because you can see this window behind.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what if we look back at the video and you just seen somebody at the window just like looking at
Yeah,
us?
imagine that. I'm going to hire somebody to do that.
Anyway, carry on.
Anyway.
Your brain box.
Right, okay. First one. I worry too much.
Mm.
Right? I definitely do because on Monday,
Yeah.
I put on some socks that said Tuesday on them, and I thought, this is going to be a bad day.
A bad day at the office.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that
I
is.
shouldn't worry about stuff like that.
You shouldn't. You
I don't
shouldn't.
pair my socks. Sometimes I wear
try
odd
to pair them,
socks.
but all my socks. All my socks are all the same colour, David.
Really?
Yeah, well, most of them, yeah.
I don't like that either.
Why?
I don't know. I just I like to have sort of colours to match,
Well, black.
but I'm not willing to spend time pairing my fucking socks. I've got more important things to do.
My problem is some of them have shrunk more than others.
Yeah.
Either that or I keep picking child socks up, which can happen. Yeah, you do worry too much, Dave. Oh man, live.
No, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you need to stop worrying.
Okay. Next one. I've got a lazy eye. Right? I had my passport pictures taken today,
Yeah.
and you know it comes up with a picture, and you say I'm happy or not.
Yeah.
I thought I was opening one eye more than the other,
Yeah.
so I did it 3 times, and it's just my face.
Did you start opening the lazy eye? You know, just start.
Trying to correct it.
I don't
know what it is.
Mate, I've got the same thing, but
Really?
I had an accident once.
Did you?
Yeah, just that's not even a funny story. I came off my bike because
Shit story.
yeah, it was. I was messing about with the light on the front of it.
Okay, my final one, because some of this is shit. I was a perverted kid.
Were you?
Yeah, I was fucking little pervert when I was a kid.
Were you?
Yeah,
I was innocent.
because fuck off. This came to me the other day. I remember once lying a mirror on the floor so
Yeah.
I could look at my own arsehole.
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
I know that is weird.
I
That
wouldn't
is
do
weird.
it now. I wouldn't fucking dream of it.
You mentioned that. You mentioned that a few podcasts ago.
Did I?
Yeah, we were on about it. It was to do with that that selfie stick. You remember the?
Fucking hell. I say shit that I don't remember all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean, I haven't done that. Oh, well,
Well, I think
Yeah.
everyone has.
except for me, but I will tonight.
Do
Do you know, I
should.
can't. I can't find a mirror big enough.
Just use my mirror.
Yeah, I will.
But don't stride in when I'm trying to sleep
No, I
to
won't.
look at
I
your
won't.
own fucking...
I've got to. I've got a Paul Reed fact for you, Dave.
Throwback.
Which I haven't had in a while. But okay, I want you to think about this, Dave.
Yeah,
Right, imagine this.
yeah,
Okay, threesome. Okay,
right.
you and me, and a bird. Right,
Right.
imagine that.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Right, okay. Anyway,
Instantly.
you know, it's happened. Right, I'm not. I'm just
Hypothetically.
hypothetically, it's happened. Right.
Thank God for that.
Okay.
I thought I'd been fucking date raped.
And then, right, the bird, she gets pregnant.
Fuck.
Right,
It's
okay.
definitely yours.
So
I'm a
there's a
Jaffa.
problem. There's a problem.
Yeah.
It's twins.
One each.
Yeah. Do you know that that's actually possible?
No.
Yes.
Really?
If you have sex with a bird, you wouldn't even have to have a threesome. But let's do that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. If 2 guys have sex with a bird during the same ovulation period,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
could have twins, and there could be 2 different dads.
No way.
Yeah, it's true. And now, if it was, if it was our kids, right, we'd know which was which,
Yeah.
because yours would be the runt.
Yeah.
Because-
Yours will have a small head.
Yours would be just too worried all the time to eat. So yours would die. But but anyway, but you'd be relieved.
Yeah.
So so that's so that's you know, that's a Paul Reed fact. That 2 fathers can have 2 kids in the
Fucking
same
hell.
woman. There you go.
That's weird.
I'm not talking bullshit. Either, Dave. Normally you go fuck off.
Yeah, I know. I actually believe that one.
Yeah, because it's true.
It's believable.
It was on American Horror Story. Right. So
That doesn't make it true.
yes, it does. Makes it very true. Right. Do you want some?
Ruined it now.
Do you want some news, Dave? Do you want
Yes.
some news? Here's the news. The fucking news.
I've got a printout, which
Right.
I haven't read.
Now, I seen this and it stopped me in my tracks. It did, Dave. The title is Dog Stops Pensioner from Choking to Death on Pickled Onion with the Heimlich Manoeuvre. Now, let me tell you, this caught my eye, Dave.
I can't think why.
Now, before we even go into this, before we even read it, this cries out the fact,
Lies.
It doesn't cry out lies to me, Dave. It cries out that the dog was trying to bum him. You know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean,
That is true.
Just like your dog tried to bum that baby that was crawling around in you that day.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Little kid like crawling around on the floor,
It
and then
was.
your dog just gets its hooks in and starts trying to have sex with a child.
Yeah, fuck. That was a bad day.
Not only, I mean, that's bestiality for the dog, and he's a paedophile. So that definitely screams out that it was trying to bum him, and you know. Anyway, let's get on with this before I say too much. Alan Spence was chomping down on his dinner when he suddenly couldn't breathe and collapsed on the floor. So that was a short story.
That was it. Move on.
A pensioner is living proof that dogs are man's best friend, Dave. After he was prevented from choking to death on a pickled onion by a puppy. Alan Spencer claimed his 18-month-old Labrador, Lexi, saved his life by performing a canine version of the Heimlich Manoeuvre as he lay on the floor with his life ebbing away.
Fuck, that's dramatic, isn't it?
I know, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Spencer said, people will say that they're only animals and they don't know what they're doing, but Lexi is so clever. She is very canny. She saved my life most definitely. If it wasn't for her, I honestly don't think I would be here telling this shit story.
Yeah,
No.
getting paid for it as
Yeah.
well.
Fucking never happened, did it? Normally I don't speak like that, but looking back on the whole situation, if it wasn't for her actions, I'd be dead. Lying in that passageway, dead. Urinal passageway, dog's penis up you, dirty bastard. Mr. Spencer, 67, told how he was tucking into his dinner on Thursday when the skin on a pickled onion became lodged in his windpipe. After frantically trying to clear the airway himself for 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah, just with his fist in his mouth.
What's he doing eating pickled onions for fucking tea?
Yeah,
anyway?
I know. There's a picture of him here holding a pot of pickled onions with his arm round the dog. And the dog's just laughing. Right, anyway. He tried to make it into the corridor, but he never made it that far, and instead collapsed in the hallway of his home in Oh, Dave, read that. What's that say? With the knee. With the what? With his knee?
Whereabouts?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Somewhere in East Yorkshire. I began to black out. At that moment, Lexi, one of 2 Labradors, raced up to him and jumped with all 4s on his back, pushing the piece of food out of his mouth. There was a mouse involved as well, Dave. Mouth, and saving his life. Mr. Spencer said it went straight down my throat and blocked the air completely. I don't know why he's going over that old ground again. Ooh, dong. I was absolutely petrified. I was coughing and choking and leaping about trying to get it free. The poor dogs didn't know what was going on. They were going mad. I got out the living room and tried to get down the passage to open the door to get someone's attention outside. I felt myself completely going. I felt that life was going out of me.
Oh, God, fucking.
This is a
he's
long
milking
story.
it, isn't he?
I know. I think we covered it whenever we just read the title. I couldn't get a breath in. It was scary. It had been maybe, I guess, 3 or 4 minutes without a breath. I fell to the floor and I was fighting for air to get to the door. The air's never going to get to the door. Open it. The small dog Nancy was jumping on my legs and Lexi was licking my face. This is a boring fucking story.
You printed it out.
I know, but I didn't know it was this long. I felt myself drifting away. And I knew slowly drifting. I'm trying to make it more exciting. I had a terrible pain in my chest, heart attack. All of a sudden, out of the blue, I felt the almighty crash on my back, and it was Lexi, said Alan. She had just jumped straight up in the air and landed right in the middle of my back. All of a sudden, the piece of skin shot out my mouth and I could breathe again. Breathe again.
But they spelt skin wrong.
Yeah, they said...
Akin.
Akin? Yeah, what's that about? Alan's pals now call Lexi the little hero. She's not going to answer to that, is it? That dog. Little hero? It's Lexi. And the former club singer has been spoiling her with treats ever since. He added, my back hurt for 2 or 3 days afterwards, as did my throat, but I'm fine now. I'm not reading any more of that. That's just bullshit.
Well, first of all, he doesn't even look like a bloke. Looks like a little old lady.
He does look like a little old lady, Dave. Little old lady David.
And there's way too many pictures of him and his dog.
And he's holding a pickled onion jar.
What's that one there?
I know, it's
he's
like...
under the dog.
He's underneath the dog with the pickled onion jar. There's a picture of him just holding a pickled onion jar with his arm round the dog. There's a one with the dog's arm round him. The dog's holding the pickled onion jar. What the fuck's going on? Yeah. Do you believe it?
No. It's bollocks.
Me neither. Right.
I didn't get a breath for 3 minutes. You'd be dead, wouldn't you?
I don't know how long it takes you to die, Dave.
I don't know how long it takes you to peel a pickled onion.
Probably the same length.
That's lodged in the throat.
They've got many layers, just like that story, Dave.
I wonder if you were choking on something, if you jammed like a pen,
like they did on
into
ER
your
all
neck.
the time. Yeah.
You'd be able to breathe.
I don't know.
For a bit.
What sort of a pen?
Bic. With a little thing taken out.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
Bless
It's like a
yourself.
tube.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it is. I know what you're saying.
Am I being stupid?
No, not at all. I think you might have to like cut a hole to do that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm no fucking
Can't just
doctor.
jam a bic in your throat.
Just an idea.
Oh, right. I've got a letter.
Just
Just one.
I'm worried about Stefan.
Yeah, no, he's not written in weeks, has
No.
he?
We should text him and make
Written
sure he's
anything.
still alive.
Yeah. I don't text people. Not men, anyway. Dear Heartbreak, love the story about the hamster and the zip. Sounds like a shit version of The Lady and the Tramp, doesn't it?
That was
The hamster
funny.
and the zip. Disney presents. It does worry me about the pets you currently have residing with you, though. Please tell me that you haven't killed any other animals due to neglect. Libby.
Oh. What?
Have you?
I don't think so. My cat died.
Yeah, it did. That wasn't neglect, really. Cats are wild creatures. They go...
Cats are bastards. But
They can be.
I think he just moved out.
Yeah. Moved out and died. He probably went to the cat's graveyard.
Yeah.
That's
We've got a
place.
cat and a dog, and they're both pretty
They're both-
well looked after.
Yeah, yeah. No, they are. They are. Now,
Fucking responsible adults.
I did have a budgie once, Dave. Now, this isn't... I didn't put a zip on it or anything like that. Didn't try and put it in my pocket. Didn't try and do anything with it. But it was in the 80s, Dave.
Fucking you still in the 80s.
Everything happened in the 80s.
Hmm.
And now the thing is that hairspray had a lot of bad shit in it in those days.
Really?
Yeah, it was like... And people used to hairspray the hair a lot next to the budgie. And yeah, basically, yeah, eventually it did just die
From hairspray?
from
Inhalation.
hairspray. But its hair was gorgeous. It had one of those little budgie mirrors and stuff, you know. I never understand that, you know. I mean, because remember we watched that documentary and it was on dolphins, and they were like so amazed that this dolphin could see its own reflection or recognise its own reflection in the glass. Budgies have got mirrors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, they're stupid. They think it's another budgie.
and that just keeps them company.
Yeah.
A budgie's face.
Yeah. They're that fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you have a budgie? What's the point of it?
I know what you mean, Dave. And they make a load of racket as well, you know, birds.
Hmm.
For the first time, I'm talking about the feathered kind. There was one point whenever that budgie in it had a shit life as well, because I came home one day and there was the budgie wasn't in the cage. It just wasn't in the cage.
It just fucked off, moved out.
No, it was, and I had a dog at the time, and the dog was just sitting there shaking, and it had a feather on its lip. So my mother started hoovering around everywhere because it was just feathers everywhere. You wouldn't even believe that a budgie could have that many feathers. It was like somebody'd burst a massive pillow. So she's hoovering all these feathers up and just, right, the budgie's gone. It's dead.
Fuck.
So she pulled the couch out to hoover behind the couch, and this completely bald thing just waddled out from behind the couch and just went, and it just like fell on its side.
Like a ball bag with a beak.
Anyway, we cooked it up and no, we put it back in its cage. But the trouble is, all of a budgie's balance comes from its feathers. So you would just kept hearing it just like this, and it just it couldn't stay on the perch. But I mean, the good news is its feathers all grew back more beautiful than they ever were, and then my sister's hairsprayed it to death. So yeah, it was called Sparky. It was blue, and that's because got it on bonfire night, Dave. So yeah,
Brilliant.
I think we've run out of time, Dave.
Oh fuck.
So
Already?
yeah, well, way over. Right, so next week, Next week.
Chick or dick?
We could do that.
Yeah.
Next week, we could wear something else, Dave. I was thinking we could wear our penises. Now, I know.
I don't think the scales would even register.
Mate, well, we won't do it erect. Because
Thank God for that.
Because we all know they're much lighter when they're erect because they're full of air.
Paul Reed fact.
Paul Reed fact. Unless you just kind of do that thing that you do on balloons on the Japai and just make it go let it down, then you'll wear fine. So yeah, should we do that? I don't think we should wear our cocks. I think that's just going to that's not going to be good. Right, I think we should go before we go too far.
Yes.
Right, we'll see you next week. If you could email into heartbreak.initiative@gmail.com if you've got any letters, questions. We're on Twitter @HeartbreakPod and on Facebook. Get in touch, you bastards. See ya!
Peace and love.
Bye.